Europe is home to some of the most breathtaking castles in the world, fortresses built for kings, queens, and legends. These castles tell stories of war, power, and mystery, standing as reminders of a time when monarchs ruled and knights defended their lands. Today we're counting down the 9 most famous castles in Europe, each with its own fascinating history and architectural wonder. Number 9. Edinburgh Castle, Scotland. Perched high on Castle Rock, Edinburgh Castle dominates the skyline of Scotland's capital. This medieval stronghold has witnessed countless battles and sieges, making it one of the most fought-over castles in the world. Its origins date back to at least the 12th century, but it was during the Wars of Scottish Independence that Edinburgh Castle became a symbol of resistance. Today, it houses the crown jewels of Scotland and the Stone of Destiny, used in the coronation of Scottish monarchs. The views from the castle? Absolutely stunning. Number 8. Alcázar of Segovia, Spain. Straight out of a fairy tale, the Alcázar of Segovia looks like something Disney would design. And in fact, it did inspire Disney's Cinderella Castle. Originally built as an Arab fortress in the 12th century, this castle later became a favorite residence of Spanish kings. Its most striking feature? The ship-like shape of its structure, making it one of the most unique castles in Europe. Over the centuries, it served as a royal palace, military academy, and even a prison. With its towering turrets and dramatic setting above the Rio Eresma, the Alcázar of Segovia is a masterpiece of medieval architecture. Number 7. Mont Saint-Michel, France. This is not just a castle, it's a medieval wonder rising from the sea. Mont Saint-Michel, located off the coast of Normandy, France, is one of the most iconic landmarks in the world. Built on a rocky island, this fortress abbey has survived Viking invasions, sieges, and the relentless tides of the Atlantic. During high tide, Mont Saint-Michel appears as if it's floating on water. During low tide, it is accessible by foot. For centuries, it was a place of pilgrimage and religious devotion. Today, it is one of France's most visited sites, drawing millions of tourists who marvel at its breathtaking beauty and history. Number 6. Hohenzollern Castle, Germany. If there were ever a castle built for fantasy, it would be Hohenzollern Castle in Germany. Sitting atop a mountain, this fairy tale fortress looks like it was pulled straight from a storybook. This is the ancestral home of the Hohenzollern family who ruled Prussia for centuries. The current castle, built in the 19th century, is an architectural masterpiece, featuring massive towers, intricate interiors, and panoramic views of the Swabian Alps. Hohenzollern Castle isn't just a monument of the past, it's still owned by the descendants of Prussian kings. A visit here is like stepping into a dream, with golden halls and regal corridors that echo the grandeur of European royalty. Number 5. Pena Palace, Portugal. Bright, colorful, and standing high above the clouds, Pena Palace in Sintra, Portugal is unlike any other castle on this list. Built in the 19th century as a summer retreat for the Portuguese royal family, Pena Palace is an explosion of color, with red, yellow, and blue towers blending Gothic, Moorish, and Renaissance styles. Number 4. Château de Chambord, France. France is filled with stunning castles, but Château de Chambord is in a league of its own. Built in the 16th century by King Francis I, this castle is a masterpiece of Renaissance architecture. Its most famous feature? The double helix staircase, designed by none other than Leonardo da Vinci. This grand spiral staircase allows people to go up and down without ever crossing paths. With over 440 rooms and 80 staircases, Chambord was never intended to be a permanent residence. It was a symbol of royal power and artistic genius. Number 3. Neuschwanstein Castle, Germany. Few castles are as famous or as magical as Neuschwanstein Castle. Nestled in the Bavarian Alps, this dreamlike palace was built in the 19th century by King Ludwig II of Bavaria. It is said that Ludwig II, also known as the fairy tale king, wanted a castle that would reflect his love of myths and legends, and he succeeded. Neuschwanstein's turrets, bridges, and breathtaking scenery make it look straight out of a fantasy world. Number 2. Tower of London, England. A castle, a prison, a palace, a treasury. The Tower of London has been many things throughout its 900-year history. Built by William the Conqueror in 1066, this fortress has witnessed some of the darkest events in British history. It was here that Anne Boleyn, the second wife of Henry VIII, was executed, and where countless prisoners were held in its cold stone walls. Number 1. Prague Castle, Czech Republic. The largest ancient castle complex in the world, Prague Castle is a city within a city. Over 1,000 years old, this sprawling fortress has been home to Bohemian kings, Holy Roman emperors, and today, the President of the Czech Republic. Its most famous structure, St. Vitus Cathedral, a Gothic masterpiece that took 600 years to complete. Which castle would you love to visit? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more incredible stories from around the world.